But yeah, I'm picking up where I just dropped off at. Once we do each one of those things, once I do each one of those things for myself, then that's when real change begins. That's when change starts to happen. That's when all the breakthroughs, the miracles, and the blessings start to show up for you. You don't chase them any longer. You don't feel like you need to chase anything because everything starts to show up for you when you experience at that time. But that's the key. The second one is to acknowledge, no, yeah, acknowledging it is number one. Number two, once you have acknowledged it, is going on a search. It's going on a little scavenger hunt and saying, okay, first of all, let me look at all the things that's the issue and a problem right now. Then let's go backwards. Read our book backwards. Like I used to say to y'all back in the day when I did readings, read your book backwards and see where it came from. Because until you take care of the original problem, as well as the major ones that came along the way, you're going to keep staying stuck in the same cycles. You don't have a choice. You can't pick, you can't choose. It's not enough magic in the world. Honestly, it ain't enough praying and worshiping in the world. Because even God is literally saying to you, look, I cannot bless you. I cannot move you forward. I cannot promote you. I cannot give you what you want for real. I can only keep giving you the temporary version, but I cannot give you the permanent version until you take care of this thing. And I see you trying. And that's the only reason why you're gonna be attracted to this type of content in the first place. Because this content is speaking to your spirit and your soul, that's moving your body in the direction to say, up, you looking for the answer. You praying about this, you fasting about this, you being intentional. Are you trying to manifest? Are you trying to be the magician? You trying to be the alchemist? You're ready to be the empress? You're ready to be the high priestess? You're ready to be the hierophant? Okay, then, in order for you to be those things, I first have to reach in there and show you this is what is attached to this thing that's making this thing continuously be a problem for you over and over and over again. And you think I'm punishing you, you think I'm doing you wrong or I'm doing you bad, or you think, oh, I got all this past life karma, which trust me, you do have past life karma. But even in doing past life regression sessions, one of the biggest things that I say to a person when we do past life regressions is these things are only to highlight for you what's the same things that repeated for you in those past lives. Those are the things that's repeating in your current life experience, your current reality. And even in your current reality, even those things you are continuously experiencing, because in your current reality, the root of when it happened in this reality, that's what's really harming you. That's what's holding you back and what's taking you down. And so even when I'm doing it for myself in my own life, I look at my current circumstances and situations. I look at my relationships. I look at my friendships. I look at my jobs. I look at my businesses. I look at my clients. I look at my husband. I look at my husband's family. I look at my own family. I look at people from my past, ex-friends, ex-associates, ex-jobs that I used to do that I did before, and whatever occurred during those times that's got me on lockdown right now, because I realize when I get up to a point, hold up, something stuck, something stagnant, something needs to be released, something is causing a delay, and whatever it is, because I'm a go-getter, because I got a relentless spirit, because I am tapped in and tuned in, I say, no, no, no. Whatever it is I could get in a year, baby, I know I can have it in 6 months. Not I think. Now I'm talking about the belief system part of the list I gave you. Health, with happiness, success, love, self-love, and what I believe. That's why I say to people all the time. That's why. That's why I say to people all the time. I say it in that order, but you can really receive it a lot better if you are a believer, if you are Christian or religious in any form or fashion. Saying it like that may not work for you. Instead, you may need to hear it in belief system, self-love, love, success, happiness, wealth, health. So either or, if you walking through the door and you got to start with belief, okay. If you walking through the door and you got to start with health, Okay. If you walking through the door and you got to start with wealth, okay. Quite frankly, baby, I don't care which order we do it. We can do success first. We can do love first. But it's always going to lead me right back to showing you, just like you can now see, understand, and comprehend it in this area. Now I got to turn the light all the way up so you can see how it's flashing in all other areas as well. And that is the key. And then, so the next step from that, let's see. First, acknowledgement. Second, find out what it is in the now. Third, go and dig in the roots. I'm going to come right back and do this again and do this in order so even I'm not confusing myself while we're doing this process.